Good morning. Good morning. Come on, this is Life Pastor Cal. I want you to check in. Let me know you're in. Let me know you're ready. Want to make sure all things are working well. Got a whole new computer, a whole new setup, and I want to be here to welcome you this morning to make sure that we're on live. Listen, I'm excited about what's about to happen this morning, and I want you to come in and be excited as well. It is our winning morning. That we'll get an opportunity to make sure things are well in your life, to make sure that you're on the journey to a winning anyway life. And we're going to make it work this morning. I don't want to say amen. I just want to say we're going to make it work this morning. It's going to be good. And we'll see what happens this morning. I want to be able to just take you in for a different outlook on some things. And I don't want you to be frustrated about what happens in your life this weekend. I want you to be more open to what's about to happen in your life and not be worried about what's going on and what's been happening in your life. Hello, First Lady Kyle. I see you. See y'all chiming in. It's not on my post. Hello, Javian Stewart. I see you there. And so I'm excited, and I hope you're excited about what's going to happen. It's been a long 18, 19 months, and there's so much going on. And so you have to kind of pace yourself as to what is going on in your life. Hello, Kevin Matthews. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. And so we're just taking our time to make sure everything is functioning properly. And so what I'm going to do is give you a little bit of time to get in. And I know you can have a good morning. And with Regina Abbott, good morning. First Lady Kyle, how are you doing this morning? I hope you're up and moving. And it's just been a good week. Someone called me yesterday and asked me the question that I really want to answer. And it's kind of funny because they asked the question, Ariel Morgan and the Morgan family and Too Tall's son. Oh my God, amazing. Young man is growing. Asked me the question, how did my 21 day work out? And is that the reason why I am so in tuned? And so it's been good. Shanette, where you been? Good to see you. Cause Divine, God bless you. Tawanda Carr, how you doing? Hope all is well. Is everybody having a good Friday so far? Hello, Kevin Booker Sapp. How you doing this morning? Is everyone having a good Friday so far? I want to know if you've already blessed your Friday. Are you blessing your Friday with this live? Is everyone having a good Friday so far? Just want to make sure. Hey, Mabel, good to see you. Kevin said, yes, sir. Come on, man. You got to make it your best Friday. No matter what happens, no matter what you deal with, make it your best Friday. So y'all come on in, like, share, and tag someone. Let them know that we're on. I want to make sure that you're getting everything that you are going for. I want you to like, love, share, tag, comment, invite, do whatever it takes to get somebody in. Let them know we're on right now. And we are preparing. Hello, Geraldine Wiley Shelvin over on YouTube. Chris Wells on YouTube as well. And so I'm just ready for what's about to happen this morning. I won't keep you long because I know people have things to do. It is Friday. I'm moving all day. I have some things planned all day. Class, just, this week was Pastor Turner's birthday. Tisa Collier on YouTube. How you doing? Lester Blunt Jr. So y'all go on Facebook and I don't think he has it open to comment, but it was Pastor Turner's birthday. And so the Pastor Johnson's birthday. So people are moving. Maria Alexandria, God bless you. Listen, let's go ahead and jump in. I know it's a little ahead of time, 1 minute, but hey, hello, Brandy Lane. And so I want to jump in this morning. I want to talk about, hello, Aaron Fleeks. Let's go. I want to talk about Aaron Fleeks. Your post was exactly the same as me and First Lady's post. And so a couple of people can identify when you said you were talking to a millionaire and they said their job was to simply make other millionaires. Me and my wife just had that conversation about what would we do if we hit, not the lottery, but hit, somebody won and gave us, $100 million. But then the same thing, my goal was to get people off of the system and get them into at least making six figures in their life. And if I go back, Tisa Carter said, doing good, sir. Come on, manager, manager rather. Our goal was to make sure that other people, pull my door, honey, make sure other people have what they need and that they can become self-sufficient outside the system. And so I think we've done that. I know quite a few people in my church, the households now are past 6 figures, are at 6 figures or more. And the blessing of my life is that I get to look at them and say, God, thank you for allowing us the opportunity to make sure that these people were, doing better than the way we came into each other's lives. That's the whole goal, is to do better when you come into people's lives, that they don't leave their life. They don't leave your life the same way that they came. And so I want to talk real quick, I got carried away right there, about winning for real. I know last Friday, if you didn't get last Friday's live, then you missed some real things that are built for your business and for your life. And so I want to encourage you to go back and hear that live on Friday. And if you want to hear how biblical, spiritually alive, hello, Manny Saeed, can turn into church, go to the Friday before that. This one's not going to be that. This one's going to be some teaching for your life that will get you where you need to go. I want to talk about winning for real. Why do you say that, Pastor? Because so many people dress like they're winning, talk like they're winning, hang around winning people, but they themselves are not winning. I don't want you to be a person who talks about winning, who knows the winning lingo, who knows the winning language, who knows how to post winning things, but you can't really live the winning life in full. And what that means is you have to be making winning choices on a consistent basis. I know how to make myself look good. I know how to make I know, make it look good, make it feel good, make it post good, do all that. At the end, I want you to really be at peace with being a winner instead of making a winner. Good morning, Teresa. And so I've told you for years and years and years, over and over and over, my three points is evaluate, execute, and excel. Those are my 3 pillars of it. And so you have to evaluate your previous losses properly. You got to do that. You can't just pass by them. I'm watching people who will talk to me about where they've lost and what the loss is. And then I watch them where they're not consistent in pursuing the evaluation of the loss. They're more persistent and consistent in trying to show that they can excel without the proper evaluation. And that will never happen. So evaluate your previous losses properly. And then you have to execute principles beyond your present limitations. You have to break your own barriers. Come on, y'all good? You have to break your own barriers. You have to make your barriers more than what it is, more than what your life is, more than what you feel it is, more than what you think it is, more than what you've been through. You have to break your own barriers. And the way you break your own barriers is by putting yourself in situations that will cause you to have to grow, have to develop, putting yourself around people that may be more than what you are, that will force you to have to come up and make winning choices. Good morning, Brittany Long. And so you have to evaluate your previous losses, execute principles beyond your present limitations, and then you have to excel toward your winning future. So many people have played the winner too long. Played the winner too long. Played the winner, dress like the winner, act like the winner. But if you don't have principles, real winners know what principles it takes. They know what it takes. They know the sacrifice it takes. They know the struggle it takes. They know what people have been through to get to where they are. They know what it takes to make sure that you have what you need. They know what it takes to fight. They know what it takes to lose. They know what it takes to go into private areas of their life where it seems like nothing is going to go right, and they still hang in there because they know if they hang in there, they will win eventually. And that's the kind of process you want to have, is people who will know what it is around you. People who can say, this is not what it should be. This doesn't look like it should be. Let me work with you and help you. Let me assist you in pushing beyond where you are. Let me help you get this point, and let me give you the reason why. Not just helping you get there, but give you the why. So what you can do is assist other people in getting there when you get there. Come on. You got to be able to help somebody else. I told you even on Sunday, this season of our life is not about you getting there alone. It's about you helping other people. You got it? And so you played the winner long enough. Let's now become the winner. Because is there anybody on here who desires to win for real? I want to know if anybody here who desires to win. My voice is real scratchy. To win for real. I'm not referring to talking about winning. I'm not referring to putting on the show. I'm referring to winning for real. Like you're really interested in winning. I see Brandy Lane say yes. I mean, winning for real. Those 3 points will get you through whole life. Evaluation. I see you there, Quan. Evaluation, execution, excel. The reason why it's 3 and not 4 pills on each corner, I put one out front, which is evaluation to the triangle. It's evaluation, and then execution and excel work hand in hand. But evaluation is the most important. You must get around people, come on, Aaron Fleeks, that will tell you the truth about the best parts of your business and the best parts of your life. Like, these parts of my life are really good. I really believe I'm good at this. I can make this happen. I am awesome at this. And then someone comes along who's on a different level who says to you, it's good, but it's not great. And you can't be so sensitive in your feelings that takes you out. Because if it does take you out, if it does mess you up, if it does throw you, then you really have no path to win. Because correction is a major part of the win. Okay. So if you played the winner too long, I see a lot of y'all saying me. Geraldine said yes, sir. Cause Divine said absolutely. Maria says me. Ronka Galli says me. Aaron Fleeks, Mabel Rice, Manny Saeed, Brandy. I see y'all. Listen. You are not whole until you are in a position with people who are around you and in your life who will help you see 360 degrees around your life and in your life. Hello, Tamisha Figaro. You are not whole until you have a 360 degree view and thinking in your life. You can't just think, where am I? You can't just think like that. You have to think, where am I? Then you have to think, where have I been? Then you have to think, okay, let me show you what I mean. Where am I? Then you have to think, where have I been? Then you have to think, what are my choices? Then you have to think, where am I trying to go? And these all have to work together as one picture of winning. You got it? Yeah, it is, Gerald. It's a major part. Listen, you're not whole until you can see all the parts of your life and decide which part is the best at a certain time. Just because you can see yourself better does not mean it's time to move toward it. Because if you don't evaluate what's on side of you to know what you're taking with you, what and who you're taking with you may be your downfall when you arrive. Y'all got quiet. Okay, let me move further. You have to make sure that you have a 360 degree picture of it, as well as your thinking is locked into 360 degrees all the way around you in every area of your life. You must see the big picture. Please type this, the big picture. The big picture. Come on, please. You must type that, the big picture. And then you must say it. I got to have a big picture. I got to have a big picture. I'm trying, Geraldine. Listen, you got to have a big picture, because if you don't have a big picture, you will keep taking little, come on, Roy. You'll keep taking little pictures and thinking, this is it. I see you. You got to type the big, I see you, Brandy. You got to type the big picture. Because remember, here come. As you're seeing life from your perspective, remember, it's not the only perspective. As you're seeing life from your perspective, remember, it's not the only perspective. So when you have a perspective, you need to now judge your perspective based on the effective perspectives of others. I see you, Chris Well. At that point in time, you can take their perspective, this perspective, that perspective, put it with your perspective, and come from a good perspective to a great perspective. Good morning, Raquel. You can come from this perspective and that perspective to a great perspective. And eventually you will have more than you started with when you're able to evaluate your perspectives, and you have to see it in the big picture. Which perspective fits my perspective as I'm going in this direction of the big picture? You got it? The big picture. So as you're seeing life from your perspective, remember these three things. Number one, it's expensive to be silent. When you're silent, it is expensive to be silent. What do you mean? I mean, to not say anything. I see you, Area Morgan. I see you, Raquel, the big picture. It's expensive to be silent, to not say anything, to see a problem exist. It's expensive to see it and not say anything. Here I come, callers. It's expensive to be silent and not say anything. It's expensive to have an answer and not offer it, because someone else will offer the answer and receive the reward. It's expensive to have a question and not ask the question. It's expensive to not follow up on your own question. Spiritually, everyone who spoke to a prophet had more than one word. They got a word, then a big picture of what would happen if the word was brought to pass. It's expensive to be silent. To be silent would cost you. And I've had to learn that some people are not ready to prosper. How do you know? Because I can see their future, but because they say silent, I must do the same. It's expensive to be silent. Number two, these are hard winning issues. When you want to win for real and not just look like it, seem like it, act like it, you must be happy with the struggle, because there's a lesson in it. Yeah, you got to be happy with the struggle, because the struggle still means that there are options. Yeah, the struggle means I'm still in it. So I need to be happy that I'm in it, or else I could end up not in it. Then what would happen to me? So I must be happy with the struggle, because it's a lesson in the struggle. So I need to be happy that I'm having the struggle, because it's developing me for the lesson. Number one, it's expensive to be silent. Number two, be happy with the struggle. Number three, let's go back to it again. I must properly evaluate greatness so I don't run from it. I have to properly evaluate it. Tamisha Figaro, you have to properly evaluate it. Because oftentimes, when greatness seems like it's pressure on you, we run from it. And to run from it would not get us the benefit of it. We have to properly evaluate greatness so you don't run from it. Because sometimes greatness is not what you're used to. Greatness is not easy. Greatness is not normal. Greatness is not average. Greatness does not allow us the opportunity to rest like other people. Greatness doesn't allow us to lay back and be calm when we need to be executing effort. So you have to properly evaluate it, or you will run from what it is, not knowing you're only running from your development of next. So you have to determine and evaluate greatness. Yeah, Manny. Properly evaluate greatness. And in that perspective, you have to also determine purpose versus destiny. Okay. Purpose versus destiny. Purpose is now. Destiny is then. Okay. I see you, Ashley. That's it. Properly evaluate greatness. Watch this. As you're determining purpose versus destiny, now versus then, it becomes difficult because I know you then, and you knew it then. Got it? I knew you then. I know you then. I know you're then. In other words, I know who you were. I know what you done. I know how you felt. I know what you did in your past. I know what you've done in your past. I know what you're doing now based on your past. But let me tell you something. Here we come. You ready? Are y'all listening? If you're listening, just say anything. Say yes. Because I want to get through with this. I don't want to keep you long. Listen. Because the hard part is, I'll just go ahead. Then won't work now. Your then won't work now. What you did, what you were known for, the accolades you got or received, the perception you had, the struggle you went through, your then won't work now. Come on. It won't work now. That's why winning for real is consistently progressive. It's a consistent move. It's not a consistent conversation. It's a consistent revelation, which means you have to move. Got it? Let's talk. Never allow your emotions or your opinions to cloud your judgment. Never allow your emotions or your opinions to cloud your judgment. Because in business, facts matter. In the kingdom, faith matters. Neither one of those are attached to your opinion and your emotions. Yeah, Ashley, it won't work. It won't work. And the hard part is trying to apply your then to now will always keep you, I'm talking prophetically to everybody too. Listen, I'm telling you, applying your then to now will always keep you behind, because you'll always be taking the safe steps, the ones that you took. Okay, come on. I want y'all to like, love, share, tag, and comment this post. Come on, go, 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 go. Listen, I'll say it again. If you're doing things based on what you did, on your then, everyone will know what your then is because it's something you've done before. Okay? And if you keep doing what you've done before, you keep getting what you got before. And if you've been frustrated in your past, all you're doing is trying to repeat your past to get it to give you a different result. And we will know. Come on, first, what did I do? What did I do? No, coach, not prophet. Coach, I'm coaching. Because if you allow your opinions and your emotions to cloud your judgment, then you'll miss the facts of the business. The facts of any real business is the bottom line. The integrity of a bottom line, not just getting a bottom line. You don't lie just to get clients. You don't lie just to get business. A lot of clients I had or have, y'all don't even know about, or people I said, don't even pay me until you get a result. That's when you believe in your business and you believe in the God of your business more than just what you're offering. And they end up seeding way more. I tell them, you already seeded. Don't do that. I'm not trying to get your money. I'm trying to get you to win. I'm trying to raise up a group of winners, and God is doing it in my life and in my business. So I want to help somebody. You asked me the question. I hear your spirit. You ready? I hear somebody's spirit. I'm going to answer your question. How do you respond when the earth is not participating with you? How do you respond when life is not treating you the best? How do you respond when things are not perfect? How do you respond when your business is not flowing the way you want it to? How do you respond when things are not flowing the way you've seen? How do you respond when you're not achieving the road on the big picture? I hear you. How do you respond when everything is going wrong? And the pace we're going at in the world because of COVID and other things is slowing down to a pace that's almost unbearable. How do you respond when nothing is working right? The first thing you do is you tell yourself the truth. Because there's a possibility that you're not living the response of the world. You're living the response of your own seed. There's a possibility that you're living the response of your own seed. Your seed, your past seed is responding to your present. How you responded in the past, how you dealt with the past, how you built the past is now responding in your present. So what do? Tarika Hood, you keep responding by locking in with your seed. I'm not referring to your money, I'm referring to everything that you do. The seed of your dreams. If you barely put it in because you wasn't sure about it, then you're barely getting results. The seed of your thoughts. If you wasn't honest about your thoughts, you didn't get proper mentoring, you didn't get proper understanding, you didn't get proper covering, you didn't get proper mentorship on the journey, then now you're having too many journeys to take because you don't know which way to go. You're having too many turns to take because you didn't lock into the seed of your thoughts, the seed of your goals. You only pick goals other people have. I watch people that their whole life is simply a replica of everyone they were around. Y'all got quiet on me. I'm not preaching. I'm just saying everything that they've done has been because somebody else they knew did it. They themselves have no level of authenticity as to who and why God made them. They won't get a prophetic mentor or a prophetic pastor or a prophetic person to sit down and say, let's peel back the shell of who you are and begin from the seed. I'm going to talk about that Sunday. Don't be afraid to start over. I shouldn't have told y'all, huh? I'm sorry. So the seed of your thoughts, the seed of your dreams, the seed of your goals, watch this, and the seed of your faith. Your faith has nothing to attach to because the real you is not the real you. The you that we're getting is not the real you. So faith can attach to it to help you win because you have no real identification. You're pieces of a lot of other dreams. You know, pieces of a dream. You're pieces of other dreams and not your own. Because you are afraid that if you ever uncover your own dream, it's going to require you to do more work. Come on. It's work to work because the reality of it is God gave us time. He slowed down the pace in time to give us an opportunity to fulfill every area of our own dream. Yeah, Geraldine, it's in the seed. But the fear factor is, even though it's in the seed, it's going to take work. You're going to have to peel back the dead leaves. You're going to have to till around it. You're going to have to water it. You're going to keep, you're going to have to keep back the squirrels and the armadillos and the other things from eating your seed as it begins to grow. Hello to Mr. Ricks. You're going to keep back the seeds and everything you need that while it's growing. You're going to keep those things back to make sure that your seed progress and buds a good harvest. So you have to deal with the seeds of your dream, the seeds of your thought, the seeds of your goal, the seeds of your faith. Let me help somebody. If you're trying to do it alone, you've already failed. Automatically. Because if doing it alone says, I have all the answers already. That's when pride sneaks in real slow and says, you can do it. Ego, you can do it. And while you're doing it, you're wasting your time. Because the best advice you're getting is your own advice. It's your own advice. And when you're only getting your own advice, you're only getting a level of advice that will get you to where you already are. There is no extra from you. You have to get it another source. You have to get it a whole different way. You have to move beyond it. Let's move. Okay. So understand that wealth, let me help you with your business part. Emma Shelvin, wealth is God controlled, but power is you controlled. Okay? The Bible says he gives you power to get wealth, which means he knows where it's planted, but you have to use the power he gave you. So when you use the power, good morning, Torrance Bell, you use the power to get to the seed he planted, which produces the harvest he gives back. He gives you power to get wealth. So wealth is God controlled, but power is you controlled. So your environment that you set yourself in to get a good harvest should be determined by what you've done. Your harvest be determined by what you've done, because what you've done will tell you what to do to get the harvest you say you desire. Are y'all getting it? I know I went deep right quick right there. I got about 5-6 minutes. Good grief. Listen. If you want to succeed for real, I'm talking to people who want to succeed for real, not people who want to look like it. I want to be able to live it. Well, I am living it on a consistent basis. I want people who want to live it on a consistent basis. Hey, Matrina, good to see you. Listen, people, if you want to succeed for real, you have to put people to your left and your right who want you to win. Officer Castle. Is it Captain Castle? I know it's superintendent. I know it's pastor, but police department. I know, is it Superintendent Castle? Is it Lieutenant Is it Captain Castle yet? What is it? Tell me what it is. I know you were at College of Biblical Studies, but God elevated you somewhere else. Tell me which way you are. Good to see you, Pastor, Superintendent. Good to see Sergeant Castle. Come on, man. That's a blessing. I didn't know. Listen. Hey, Fidelia, if you want to succeed for real, you have to surround yourself with people on your left and right who want you to win anyway. Now, you must be careful because surrounding yourself with people who want you to win, to some of you, means surrounding yourself with people who are lesser than you to make yourself feel like you're winning. And they want you to win because you've groomed them that way. You groom people in your life. I'm gonna be real this morning. You groom people in your life to support you when really you aren't even supporting yourself. You groom people to agree with you and not people to give you bumpers. When you go bowling, they put bumpers down the lanes to make sure when you roll your ball that you're guaranteed to hit something. Okay, at a certain level in your life, you must have bumpers because you're moving, not people who are just there to agree with you while you do nothing. Because you'll wake up and realize, I said it in my sermon, you've been stuck there too long, and you realize they're there with you. And then you'll be frustrated with you about who you put as your bumpers. I say that because your connections will guide you to the place that you've given yourself permission to be based on who you gave access in your life. I'll say it again. Your connections will guide you to the place that you've given yourself permission to be based on who you gave access to your life. I'm a prophet. I'm a coach. I'm a pastor. I can know where you're going by who you are around. It's inevitable. I can know. Someone asked me the question yesterday, Ashley, have you been this deep because of the 21 days? I said, no. Well, the 28 days, I said, it wasn't just the 28 days. 50% of it was not me taking 28 days. It was me creating a new habit. In normal sense of any theology or any mental capacity, any therapist or coach will tell you, if you can do something consistently for 21 days, you will create a new habit. 21 days. I went 21 days, but then the 28 days had me to get into the word and life a different kind of way for 8 days because I actually ministered to quite a few people nightly for 8 days. So what it did is it created a habit and then turned the habit into a lifestyle. So now I do it every day, which means I'm not going to change, which means I will always have this level of perception and revelation in my life. And for those who don't ask for it, they just don't get it. And anytime, Julian Robinson, how you doing, man? Listen, it was 21 days and then people sold for another 8 days. I did 8 days, which to put a seal on to make sure that that thing is sealed and capped. Sealed and capped. And so that area of my life has been a blessing because now it's producing something. And I still have people that were on that live who are still following me and contacting me daily. Because if you were above a certain thing, come on, Fidelia, if you were below some situations in your life, and then you spent 21 days with a prophet, or 8 days with a prophet, and you came up in your faith and up in your production, and after the 8 days, you start coming down, you should realize, wait a minute, I'm making a choice. If I continue to stay disconnected, I'm going to continue to go down. What do I do? What did I do to get the 8 days? I sold and I stayed connected. Oh! Come on, Geraldine. Thank you, Geraldine. See, anytime you can see a problem existing and see the trajectory of your life going down and you do nothing, then you are stuck in that cycle of your life. You are the reason why you're not winning. I just said it, Ashley. Silence is expensive. Can we move further? I want to help y'all. I'm almost through. I gotta go. Listen, your connections prepare you for the unseen. They prepare you to either be consumed or to conquer. The people in your life prepare you to be consumed or to conquer. If it's not, him and Minister Ricks, we were talking last night about this a little bit in another area. If it's not preparing you to conquer, then it's distracting you to be consumed. If it's not preparing you for what's next, you can spend too much time studying what was. And if you don't study what is to come, you will not be prepared. Because in this day, a goal is a target. It's not something you set for disappointment. It's a target. Julian Roberts said, my circle is changing. Man, I don't even have a circle. I don't have a circle anymore. Pastor, a circle, because here's the deal. There are some people in my circle that cannot connect because they're not in my life to connect. They're in my life for me to help or them to help. Has nothing to do with somebody else. Unless the person connected says, this will be good for you. This person is good because I feel like they can bless you or be a blessing. But everybody in my circle of my life cannot be connected because they're not mature enough to keep the circle strong. So I no longer build circle. I build paths. You have a path to the prophet, which means I don't blame anybody else because your prophecy didn't work. I can't blame you because they didn't connect. No. I'm the prophet. So I'm not giving them a word to carry to you. I don't need a circle. I build paths. I do what God tells me to do according to you. And what I do for them is not based on what you do. There is no circle for me. It's based on who you are in my life. Whatever relationship with me you don't have, you are responsible. Let me tell you why. Because I am a relationship person. I love communication. I love conversation. I love information. I love revelation. So if you don't have a relationship with me, it's because you don't like those things. So if we don't like the same thing, then guess what? We don't have anything in common. Then hello, God bless you, goodbye. Now, the real reality of it is, if those things you don't like and those are the things that I do like and you need those things, your silence is expensive. It means I'm not in your life to be your friend. I'm not in your life to kiki ha ha. And some people I do have friendships with, but I'm not in your life for that. I'm in your life to give you a path different than the one that you're on. Prophets are not in your life to agree with you. They're in your life to change the trajectory of your life. They're in your life to give you hope at the end of something. They're in your life to give you something that eyes wouldn't normally see. They're in your life to see beyond where you are. But if you're not respecting of what that is, then you continue to see how you see. Which means a goal is not a target. A goal is a target, not disappointment. It's not in your life, disappointment. It's not what it is. It's in your life because it's there to make sure that you have an opportunity to do some things differently in your life. I gotta go, y'all. Kept me too long. Come on, y'all. So it's time to stop talking about what you will do and start discussing what you are doing. Yeah, I'm tired of talking about what you will do. That's irrelevant in this season and time. It's now time to talk about what you are doing. And you can't talk about what you are doing to a prophet without them telling you what you can do better, because it's for your benefit. So anytime you don't want that relationship or that communication, is because you think you have the better. It's okay. However you want to do it, just start talking about what you're doing and not what you're going to do. Because to be important with nowhere to go is not important at all. Let's talk. You have to decide if you're going to master the negative attitude in your life or be a victim of it. Let me say it again. You have to decide if you're going to master the negativity in your attitude or be a victim of it. Got it? You have to decide, am I going to talk about it? Am I going to master this thing or continue to complain about what it is and how it is? Because your attitude, not me, I'm God's prophet. Your attitude is the prophet of your future. Whatever your attitude is, Daquan, it's the prophet of your future. I'm the prophet of God. I'm gonna give you what God gives me or what God has shown me. Or I had a talk yesterday about this. I can only give you the experience of a prophet's life. So if I can give you experience, that's something you can never catch up to, because you have to have the experience and survive from it to be able to offer things that are conducive to get through it. So your attitude, how you receive, is the prophet of your future. I gotta go. So to become a person that wins anyway, you have to first identify every issue to see if it's a real issue or is it mentally motivated. Do you have an issue? Is it really an issue or is it mentally motivated because you don't really have the real knowledge? Am I referring to what you saw on TV, referring to Google? Experience becomes knowledge. You got it? So is it a real issue you're having in your life? Or is it motivated by your lack of knowledge, by your lack of wisdom, by your lack of passion, or your lack of accountability to a higher source in the situation? You don't want to be accountable, so you keep having the same issue because you don't want to be submitted. I'm just asking the question so you can prep. I'm giving you the answer so you don't have to submit to me. You can take all the answers and go and do better in your life. Because technically, listen carefully. Watch this, Pastor Julian. You are not what you think you are. I'm coming. You are not what you think you are. What you think you are, you become. Perception. Yeah. You are not what you think you are. I'm this. You're not what you think you are. It's what you think you are. The attitude. This is what I'm becoming. What you think you are is what you become. The Bible says, so a man thinketh in his heart. Continuation. So is he, which means you become what you think. You don't just say what you think. John Bates says, what will you have if you really get what you want? Most people can't answer that question because they don't know what they want. If I call right now and say, hey, what do you want? They will ask me a second, a third, and a fourth question. What do you mean? In what area? You mean money? You mean this? Because no one has a good picture. What do you want? And because people really don't know what they want, it's impossible for God to give it to you because you wouldn't know it if you received it already. I gotta go, y'all. You gotta. Okay, I'm almost through. Okay. I'm gonna hurt. You must protect your desires because everyone can't handle what you desire. They can't handle it. They can't handle what it is because their question is, you don't qualify for it. How you gonna get it? It's not my responsibility to get my desires. My responsibility to tell God what it is, and God paints the road. You must protect your desires because everyone can't handle them. You must protect your passion. Protect the passion to win from people who have no desire to win. I'll go further. Protect your passion from people who don't honor it. Carlos, passion is a very difficult thing because you give it to people when they aren't deserving, because it's who you are. You must be careful to protect your passion because people will take your passion and the next day use it against you because you went too hard after something that may have not been beneficial for you at the time. Be careful exposing your passion to people who have no desire to see you win. So what do I do with all this built up? Well, you have this wall you have to deal with. I gotta go. Bless you, Dr. Castle. So how do I continue to push down the walls in my life? Number one, quickly, I want to encourage you to increase your why. Why do you do what you do? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why do you want to win? Increase your why. Bless you, Pastor Castle. Increase your why. Number two, be consistent, disciplined, and endure. Be consistent, disciplined, and endure. Increase your why. Be consistent, disciplined, and endure. When your why is big enough, it will push you to be consistent. It will push you to be disciplined. It will push you to endure, to take it. Number three, the way I push down these walls that are blocking me from winning for real. Number three, I must put pressure on my belief. I must make my faith produce. I have to make up my mind and tell myself, I don't care what's going on. I'm coming through this thing winning. I'm talking about winning for real. Make up your mind, tell yourself, I'm through talking. It's time to win for real. I'm putting my faith in place to help me endure and win for real. Listen, I'm done for the morning. I went over time about, I'll say 5 minutes, but I want to make sure you get this thing, because if you don't get a big enough why, everything that comes will become your distraction. And you'll take 40 years getting somewhere. It only takes four days. It's 4 days journey. You end up wandering in the wilderness 40 years. Simply because you won't execute, evaluate, and excel. So listen, if you're ready to win, for those of you who are on here, ready to win, I want you to prepare yourself. Inbox me information if you're ready to win. But you want somebody to coach you, to mentor you. I don't always come for that. People ask all the time. I don't always come for that. I come to make sure you have something besides church, Bible study. Because church is wonderful. We worship. Bible study the Bible is good. But some of you study the Bible and study the church, but you don't study yourself. You don't learn what triggers you. You don't learn what throws you. You don't learn what it is that messes your life up. You don't learn what it is that keeps putting you in the same cycle over and over and over. And sometimes you have to talk about some other things besides church and Bible study. What else in your life has you feeling like you're a loser or you're not making it because somebody won't speak to the winner inside of you? If that's something you desire, inbox me. Yes, it's going to be a seed. Yes, it's going to take time. Yes, it's going to be an evaluation period to make sure that you get to know more about you than you're telling yourself the truth about. Minimal truth. And for those of you that ask, you can be a blessing if you like. That's my Cash App. My Cash App is the same as my Instagram. It's at Life Pastor Kyle. That's what it is. Or $ Life Pastor Kyle. It's not mandatory at all. I just enjoy blessing people. It's what blesses my life and puts me in an area, Fidelia, that I can break the cycle to win. Break the cycle to win. Bless you, Dr. Benny Anderson. Break the cycle to win. Come on. You got to do it. It's nothing else. God's given us time to evaluate, time to execute, and excel. Last 3 points. I told you, don't be quiet. Expensive is silent. Learn to be happy with your struggle because there's a lesson in it you should learn. And then properly evaluate greatness so you won't run from it. Come on. It's been a blessing. I'm Life Pastor Kyle, and this is the Journey to a Winning Anyway Life. It's been amazing today. I pray that I've said something that will bless your life, your spirit, your soul, and even your business. And I look forward to seeing you again here on next Friday morning, 6:55. Prepare yourselves to win anyway. No matter how it happens, no matter what happens, how difficult it is, how hard it is, know you can win anyway. I'm out. Peace. God bless.